Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the discussion portion of the video. If you want to see the reaction video, click on this link or in the description down below. I would appreciate it if you check that out, if that is something that interests you. But other than that, let's get into it. Right, let's talk about it. Yeah, we're really getting into it now. Exchange event and all that shit going on. We got a strategy. Obviously, we're getting ambushed. I really like that we literally decide that Yuji is a disposable pawn. We're like, you go. We didn't calculate you in any way, so who the fuck cares? But I didn't calculate in that he was possibly being actually killed. I mean, Todo wouldn't do it here because he just wants to fight strong people, and he's like, let's fucking go. But that was a great shot of him, by the way. Yeah, just hold all this lugs possible, and he's intending to do so. I do love these point of view shots. It's really cool. But that is insane. Why is the curse going in front of him? Can somebody tell me that? Like, was that like something he involuntarily did with Sukuna's power, or is that just some random fucking coincidence? Either way, Toto's strong, but he can actually recover on that. He likes that a lot. Right. He knows who she is. So kind of sus Yuji, not gonna lie. And he's asking the question, the most important question of them all. Tall woman with a big ass like Jennifer. All right. I mean, that's what you said, Yuji, not me. But okay, you got your opinions, and dude's like, this is a bro. Holy shit. I'm gonna have a bromance. It's gonna be a great life. Alright, he's gonna be there for me when I'm down. He's just playing it through in his head. He's like basically Bocchi at this point, but in a positive way. Bocchi could never. And Itadori is just standing there being like, why does this strange man start to cry? What the hell is happening? You're like, you're my best friend though now. I can't do it. But yeah, they're interrupted. But Yuji is literally outskilling them all. What are you doing, Mai? You can't fucking aim. Rip Bozo. New Shadow Styles, simple domain. But what is simple domain, right? We used the domain thing very, very carefully in this series. So is she actually creating half of a domain expansion in this case? And did Yuji just fucking dodge it like a pro? It's gonna quick draw, and he's fast, he's strong, all of that shit. And we do have this. Holy shit, this dude is like basically an automaton. What the hell? Yeah, this is the thing I was like, where he was like, no, is that Toto's ability? So they don't know what Toto's exact abilities are, interestingly enough. Toto mentioned that he's only fighting very special people and curses with his techniques. Otherwise, he's fighting like bare hands and whatnot. Okay, that makes sense. So he's keeping it secret. But we do see somebody, maybe seemingly Toto, clapping, and suddenly they changed positions, the two of them. Toto's like, get the hell off my friend, though. And all of that bravado, and they're on the move. Yeah, Megumi will not let that happen again, that Yuji's gonna get killed. He's like, fuck that shit. I'm gonna beat anybody up who's trying to. Nobara obviously doesn't know that because she doesn't know as much as Megumi actually gotten to know. I think Gojo told it Megumi. No, he told it the coroner and I forgot her name. And Ijiji san. So question. How does Gojo know, right? How does he know that that the higher ups are really, I mean, I guess it's kind of somewhat known. And they all hate the Kyoto school people. They're like, those people are kind of, right? Especially the principal is a real fucking piece of work, and that's true. But yeah, this is what we have here. They don't see him as a human, right? If you have never met somebody, if you've never engaged with somebody, interacted with them, and they are different from you, they pose a threat to you, there are insecurities going on, right? There are things that you are not sure about, right? That possibly endanger you. You're gonna treat them like a monster, right? You're gonna treat them like something bad. You're gonna try to avoid them or take anything they say that could be ambiguous negatively. You do see that a lot in studies when it's like people who engage and interact a lot with people from a certain culture, right, that is not their own. They will get very used to that, right, and have a far more positive attitude towards the people of that culture than people who don't have them, who aren't around those people a lot, right? So you do see paradoxically a lot of racism and discrimination and all of these things going on mainly in places where there's not a lot of other people, right? Rural areas, for example, you see that a lot because people can't, right? People only get to know what they get to know across, like, through media, right? And maybe through a couple of experiences they make. If those couple of experiences they make are negative or they're kind of ambiguous, if the things they hear and the things they keep getting told and the things they see keep being negative, and they associate that with a certain group, then they are far more likely to be negative towards that than, say, somebody who grows up around people of a certain culture that is not your own. People who live with them, people who interact with them, who have friends that belong to that culture, they will have a far greater understanding, not only of the bad sides, obviously, because there's bad actors in every fucking culture, in every community, in every society, but also about the good qualities. So there will be an enhanced understanding and more of a distinction. Yeah, and also less of a bias to take in ambiguous information and interpret them into a negative light. And this is what's happening here, right? Yuji, he's Sukuna's vessel, he could end us all, he's a giant danger to us all, right? The higher-ups who are old, who are experienced, who are skilled, they do fear him, they do not like him, and he is an object of fear, and as such, it would be very much appropriate if we don't see him as a human being, but as an object, as something to be gotten rid of. And we already have that mentality, right? As they explain, we do already have that mentality of, yeah, it might hurt, but sometimes you just have to. You have to eliminate these beings that are literally the representation of our bad feelings, right? Of our bad emotions, of everything that is bad in the world. So you dehumanize them. Well, in the case of curses, they are not humans, right? So it's right to do that to a degree, right? To a degree. I don't know on how far curses could be integrated into society. I don't think they could be, right? Because their very nature is just disruptive and negative. But in Yuji's case, it's falsely being done so. And I do really... I mean, we already see that Miwa isn't against it. She's one of the few people who is like, nah, I don't want to do it, actually. But there's still this other thing going on that makes us fight, which is the competition, which is we do have two reasons to actually fight, and which reason is exactly is the prominent one in each and every one of those students is different. Toto, for example, he just wants a good fight, right? Miwa, she doesn't want to actually kill you, but she's like, I'll have to, right? The principal wants it, right? I'll have to at least participate to a degree and not go against that because I have a career path in mind. I want to make right. I want to be recommended, and then I want to get to actually earn money for myself and my family, which is a very normal, a very grounded, a very noble goal. The two of them fighting each other, it's so amazing. All right, I need to see that on like a, yeah. We do have, this is signature, like this is not even, I mean, Chainsaw Man does similar things, it's both MAPPA, but this is like signature Jujutsu Kaisen animation with all the swirls and the momentum building and all of that, and then we release that in a very boom kind of manner, right? Do we have like a switch here? I do wonder. No. Here's where we start. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. Go up here. We change environment. We don't change animation here. 1, 2. I count that. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. No. Wait. So yeah, we are on 2 here, right? We switch here on 1, but 2, right? We switch on 2 again. We hold that for 2. We hold that for 3 actually. We go in on 1, 2, 1. That is 1. We only hold that for 1. We only hold that for 1. The momentum shift, right? We do have that, right? Whenever we momentum shift, we actually have a shift in how we, on which frames we do animate. We have like the two frames all the time, and when we go up here, we have like the 1 frame, and then we hold it on 2 again. We hold it on 2 again. We hold it on 3 actually to maybe also represent a little bit the movement of us coming closer, because our environment behind us changes, and then we do the 1s because we do want to represent this force that is coming in. Together with the shockwave, we are creating this feeling that a very fast, high impact kick was actually coming in here. And we do this kind of thing on multiple levels. I do love how we rotate the environment when we are going on. That it feels like, I mean, it's very flat surfaced here, as you can see, but it does feel like we are rotating around. Point of view frame shot is really cool because we're framing Yuji in basically, and it's a very simple technique, right? You don't have to do that much. You just have to be very, very good at drawing the point of view specifically. The fist is coming in, the impact shot, right? The fist is being right, especially like we could have very easily just left the fist right here, right? But we are distorting the image, first of all. Really cool and very effective. And second of all, we do have this like this wind effect going on with like not just the normal like wind stripes that we see in a lot of anime, but also like I said, this distortion going on, this lens distortion on the like around the wind strike, so it really looks like there's some air being torn. And we throw away the arm, which we didn't have to do either, and we bring it up again, right? And now he's going for the other arm, although realistically he should have maybe gone for the arm he just threw away, because then he could have gone into the gap. Either way though, it looks really cool. And we are going in for a fist. It's very cool how we extend this. Like it looks almost unreal, but in the movement it actually looks absolutely fine. Right, we're trading blows. Block that one. He's going in. 1, 2. Boom. That was a quick one, actually. That was like a non-dominant fist. I mean, it's dominant fist. No, it's non-dominant. It's left. And he's going in for the abs. Don't fucking go for the abs. Of course he would block that. Although it's very hard, actually. If you get hit in the abs, oftentimes, right, you can block it with your muscles, but it kind of hurts more than if you get hit on like the chest or the arms or anywhere else. So it definitely has some sense to it. I love how we're starting as if he's drawing back for the punch, but he's going in for the kick. And we do have real movement in here, real nice strategic movement as well. We're not just throwing punches back and forth. I wanted to like, that is what reminded me of kind of like almost a judo move, right? He's going in and he's trying to do like some judo thing, and Todo is he is jumping over him and using this as a judo move himself, but Yuji dodges out of it, which is really cool, and so they roll apart. Man, that kick. There's something, I don't know what it is, but there's something really cool and impressive about kicks and shots that are like kind of smeary and smidgy, that are going very, very closely past your face. It's not even that close past the face. He's actually getting blocked at the joint here and being redirected. But we have some really cool movement and redirection kind of stuff. But Yuji's taking some hits. Holy fuck! And we do see that he's not even dodging it. He just missed. I mean, I don't know if that was intended, but he clearly fucking missed. Because like if you play it like very quickly, it looks like he literally dodged it, but he didn't. Wonder which one of that was intended and which one wasn't. All of these shots, very, very cool shots. He has a new friend. Well, I'm sure this is gonna be a cool thing once the cursors attack and we have to defend against that. We get explained the recommendation system, which is cool. Makes sense that your own teacher can't recommend you, somebody else has to recommend you. And we are gonna learn something, right? He's like, those punches you do, like with the impact and then it's coming later, that's not great. But Gojo was gonna sell this as something like, this is fantastic, but apparently he was just like, he's not right there yet, but it's useful. And we will have to figure that out, but if Todo teaches him how to do it properly, will he be able to defeat Todo? I wonder. This would be some cool stuff, right? He teaches him, he's like, come on, you do it like that, you do it like that, and you just like that. And Todo's like, yeah, yes, like that. Would be a classic. Yeah, I didn't think we'd cliffhang on this, but yeah, cool. Somebody who's stronger than you, that makes perfect sense, Maki. And her being like kind of like the maiden kind of character, right? And we already know she's into Gojo, so that makes sense as well. And him being like, you know, that one girl. And we're thinking about it really hard. But he confirms it. Like, I was first like, maybe she misjudges it, and he's like, nah, that's not her. But or he was making some kind of joke, but apparently, yeah. Apparently he would be into Miva. Interesting. If only she knew. If only she knew. Alright, that was Jujutsu Kaisen episode 15. Really neat, really nice. We're getting into the action. I'm pretty sure this arc is probably gonna go on for another 3 to 4 episodes, maybe 5, and then we'll see if the arc continues with the tournament, if we just have the next round of tournament after the curses interfered, or maybe the curses are gonna interfere in the second round. I don't know, right? Maybe now we have the conflict and we kind of end it, and then in the second round, right? But we do have individual matchups in the second round, probably. I would assume, at least if you're going by the formula. In that case, it would be even harder, right? For anybody to kill Yuji completely, because we have people going up in 1v1s and Yuji. I mean, maybe Todo can beat him, but I wouldn't assume there's a lot of people who can beat Yuji. He's got a lot of raw strength, and if he's learning more and more about curse techniques, good night for everybody. Holy shit, right? He's Maki plus whoever else it is, right? Maki plus Megumi. Maybe not Megumi, because Megumi is a real sorcerer, right? He's on that. He's on that sorcery shit, right? Yeah. If you did enjoy this reaction, I would really appreciate if you left me a like and subscribe to the channel. Check out my Discord, check out my Patreon, all in the description down below. And I'll see you next time.